Hi guys, I'd like to welcome you back to my channel. Thank you guys for having been a part of my life for the last couple of years. I know that Thanksgiving week is slowly approaching and we're all thinking turkey and pumpkin pies and gratitude. So I'd like to be the first to thank you guys for giving me the strength, the courage, with all of your positive comments and support to continue my channel. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'm wishing you all a beautiful, happy, fulfilling, and extremely abundant Thanksgiving. I'm sending my love to each and every one of you guys. Thank you, and as always, I appreciate your support. Now guys, I'm going to be off this week, so if you guys would like a private reading with me, please check my links below. There's also links that'll come up at the end of the video where you can get a hold of me or write to me at my Gmail, which the links are underneath the video. As always, stay tuned for your reading. Alright guys, welcome back. The first part of the video is usually the channeled message, and for this week, the channeled message was silence. Looking for your answers within the folds of silence, of quiet, of peace, of tranquility, of perhaps going outdoors and finding a place where you can be totally silent, quiet, communing with nature, just listening to the birds and the little rustlings of the ants and just tiny little sounds, but no computer, no phone, no distractions whatsoever of other people. Just you, your guides, your angels, your higher self, and trying to discern those quiet little messages that come through. The answers to your prayers, to the questions that you have been posting to the universe. And they will drop little hints, drop little seeds that later you will have to take with and run with it, move your life forward, because it is in the still and quiet moments that you will find the answers that you seek. Also keep in mind that our shadow side, we're always trying to get away from our shadow side. We're always beating ourselves up with our negative self-talk, with our thoughts, and why do we do this, how do we do that. Always look within and know that your shadow side holds a gem. There's a reason why it's there. There's something that it does for you that is a special gift from the divine. So keep that in mind when you are looking at your shadow side or looking at the things that make you you, that make you unique, and wonder why it's there. And beat yourself up for it, when sometimes that is the most important part of your personality or what propels you forward. So use it as a tool to get you through the situations that you're trying to manifest for yourself in your life coming up. We also have a new year that's coming up, so we need to start looking at our situations and trying to figure out what we'd like to change and the steps that we need to start taking now in order to change it. Because sometimes if the universe steps in to do it because you've taken too long and you're asking for something and it doesn't materialize and you get in a mode of desperation, then the universe steps in and goes, well, this is why it hasn't manifested, because you haven't taken the steps in order to move your life forward, to bring that manifestation in. So they go ahead and help you with that, and sometimes that's a little painful when it happens, because then you're wondering, why is this going on in my life all at the same time? And it happens for a reason. So in the stillness you will find the answers that you seek. Also remember that your dark side holds a secret that will help propel you forward and manifest those dreams. And listen to some music. Music is going to help revive some of those old dreams, some of the old manifestations that perhaps you've even forgotten of, a few that you started off doing years ago and you set aside because you thought, well, it's not coming true, or it's never going to happen, or whatever. That negative self-talk kicked in and you even forgot about a lot of them. So by listening to music, go out and pick yourself an album or something, a CD now, I guess they're called, and something of your favorite, whatever has all the favorite songs of whoever your favorite artist was, and kick back and listen to it and remember those good old days. Remember the things that you wanted to do in a few years ago or when you were younger, in case you're about my age. So know that I love you, and let's get on with the reading. What's showing first for the reading here is a lot of you out there may be thinking about moving your life forward, about taking a step forward, moving, changing jobs, going to another country, because you're getting the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands depicts a person that comes into your life rather quickly and changes things for you. For some of you, this might represent a romantic partner. For some of you, it represents yourself wanting to change your life, wanting to move your plans forward in life, wanting to move. Some of you may be moving home, okay? In the middle, you're getting the Temperance card. This is the card of Sagittarius. This is the card of the angel, your guardian angel, telling you that it's time for you to balance your life. Something in your life is out of balance. So whether you're working too hard or not working enough or not focusing your life on the things that you need to focus, also your health may need to be looked at. You need to focus your life. You need to balance the areas of your life that are out of balance. It's also asking you not to move too quickly, to contemplate the things that you're going to do, or the changes that you're wanting to make, the plans that you're trying to set up for yourself, and try to make sure that they're balanced. That you're not going to do something too impulsively and go in the wrong direction. For some of you, you may be trying to balance an addiction, because this card also represents addictions of all kinds: cigarettes, food, exercising, unhealthy situations, relationships, negative self-talk. There's addictions that you need to break, and you need to balance them, okay? In order to listen to your guide that's right behind you, and they're trying to bring messages to you, they're trying to connect with you, but you are out of balance and they cannot reach you, you cannot hear them. So try to open up a bit more, clean up a bit more. The foods that you're eating may be toxic as well, maybe something you're drinking, so try to stay away from the stimulants and try to clean up your act. So that your angel can communicate with you a little easier, and they can try guiding you a bit more. You're going to have a sudden revelation, as we're also getting the Tower card. The Tower card depicts, again, a house move. It depicts you finally getting the point, or having a sudden revelation that comes to you and you say, wow, and how did I not think of this before, or how have I missed this? And you head off in a different direction, which is being pointed out by the Knight of Wands, because of something that suddenly comes to you, a new revelation, something new, a relationship that you're in now may fall apart so that another one can come together. There's many ways that we can look at these cards, but they're telling me that movement forward can happen if you balance your thoughts, you balance your emotion, if you balance what you're doing in your life, and you start to listen to your guides and see that it is possible for you to move your life forward. It is possible to bring your dreams into manifestation, but some things need to change, and they need to change from the root, from the bottom up. Your House of Cards has to come down, because perhaps it was built on false pretenses, on money, on position, on status, and not on love, not on the things that matter in life, not on the things that matter to a spiritual soul. And for a lot of you that are on my channel, you guys are embarking on a spiritual quest. So it's kind of hard when we have to learn to let go of the material side of life. Not completely, because we still need to have some of it, but in some ways we have to prioritize and know that we need to balance our lives with that of the material world, so that we're not focused too much on it, work, money, the car, the house, and try to focus on what we need in life. We may not need a humongous house, maybe just a small one would do for ourselves and for our children, or our grandchildren, whatever the case is with you. We may not need that fancy car, but we may need a little truck that has some room in the back to move things around or haul stuff around. We may need that a little bit of room in the yard for to grow our own vegetables or our own food somehow. We don't need a humongous yard, and try to downsize and be able to live a little, be happier, and do things that are connected to the earth. Putting our hands in dirt is very important. It helps ground you when you plant something, when you stick your fingers into the ground and feel Mother Earth. You are connecting to her in a very spiritual and deep way. So try to get out there and do some things, move some stones around, and connect with Mother Earth. She is asking for it, as she has interrupted my reading to let me know that. For some of you, you may have some thoughts from your childhood or thoughts from the past, or maybe even a lover from the past contact you, or thinking of old relationships, because this is, of course, a holiday week that's coming up, and sometimes it takes our mind back to the old days or old relationships where we had to work very, very hard in order to achieve some kind of happiness. Hence, we're not there anymore. So try to keep it in context. If you do receive communication from someone from the past, be sure to talk to them and try to clear the air if there was something that was left unsaid or undone. That way you can move forward in your life peacefully, knowing that everything in your past has a place, it has a reason, but it's now balanced and now you can move forward, okay? Knowing that all that has been checked and is in place. We're getting the Journey card from the Energy Oracle cards. Forgot what they're called. So it's telling me again that some of us are going to be taking trips. We may be moving. We're following our intuitive guidance, as there it is. It's that little purse. It's that little shining diamond that's behind the woman. She's holding her intuition behind her, and she's saying, okay, you guide me here. You have many options. You have many directions that you want to take, or that you're facing at the moment. But your intuition is going to shine a light on the one that is correct for you. So don't worry. No matter what you decide, it'll be your intuition that's guiding you. But this journey is going to be something that is necessary in your life, moving it forward, whether you're going from one job to another, one home to another, one country to another, one relationship to another, or just changing your life somehow, going from one situation to another. You may run into some hostilities, either with family, friends, co-workers, but it doesn't matter, because you know what you're doing is important, as you are following your intuitive guidance. And there is nothing better for us to follow than that, because we have dreams, we have things that we have hoped for and put out there, and we need to be able to manifest them. We do have some attachments to people, places, homes, and we need to look at ourselves for who we truly are, take off the mask, okay, and realize what we want, the things that we have put out to the universe. What exactly do we desire? What we have, or what has yet to come into our lives? And if it's what has yet to come, then we need to take the steps in order to manifest them, because it's not going to drop from the sky in a little box with a little gift wrap on it and your name. You have to take steps, and there's things that have to be sacrificed. You have to let go of some things in order to allow others to come in, because we can't have everything. That's just the way that works. There has to be a give and take, a compromise. I hope I'm making sense. It seems like this reading is, since I'm doing it from a new spot in my room, it seems like I'm like, going from one thing to another, in and out, channeling from one thing to another. So you guys let me know what you thought of the reading underneath the reading, because to me it seems like I'm flying high. We're being asked to listen. No duh. When we feel overly attached to an outcome, it's simply an indication that we need to reconnect with our wise self. Again, a connection to our higher self, to the divine. We need to listen a bit more, because, again, they're trying to communicate with us. There's something important that we should be doing, that we're trying to manifest again in our lives, but we need to listen to the proper guidance. So make yourself available to Spirit. before you go to sleep, make some time to meditate. Just blank the mind out and see if something comes in. Go outdoors and try reconnecting with nature and spending some time out there, because you are being called. Practice good soul care. The quality of our outer life is always dependent on the quality of care we give to our soul. Apparently, we need to do some special work with our soul. We need to take care of the body as well. We may have been ignoring that in the hustle and bustle of every day, and the jobs and the families and the people and the co-workers, and before you know it, you come home, you eat, you go to bed, and you don't worry about your health. And that's kind of important, as we may be putting that off, and that may be something that the guides are trying to help us focus. Watch for a miracle. Coincidences are divinely inspired moments designed to remind us that a higher power is guiding our lives. So watch out for the coincidences that are going to be happening this week in your life, okay? Because they are divinely guided and they're there for a reason. It's a higher power that's guiding our lives. So try not to miss the messages that may come, okay? We're being asked to listen. We're being asked to watch. So things are coming and they don't want us to miss it. So keep your antennas up so that you don't miss out on the gifts that are coming your way. And don't forget this popped out as well. Gratitude, being thankful. A grateful heart is like a magnet drawing towards it a wealth of abundance. The more you're grateful for everything that you have, even if it's a hassle or a mess or a great big jumble of situations and problems or issues that seem to keep your mind occupied all the time, be grateful for that, because it may be keeping you from something else that would probably be worse. Or, some other trouble that you could get into if you weren't being occupied over here by family or whatever the situation may be. So just be grateful for everything. The water that you drink, the food that you eat, the roof over your head, your job, your bills, your bank account, your vehicle that gets you back and forth, even if it's the bicycle, because the more we are grateful for the things that we do have in our lives at the moment, the more the universe will bring to us. So keep that in mind. Do you guys want me to do the interactive part? Is that a no? Okay, I won't. I'll just shut down for now and see what happens next week. Let's see, what do I got here for interactive? Okay, I have the ever so popular Angel Answers. What else have I got? Romance cards. You want one of those for the week of... I'm thinking about putting out a video for every sign, and just use the trump cards and see what they recommend for you guys to do come Thanksgiving, or it's just a special energy that may influence you come Thanksgiving. I think I'm going to do that. I'm not sure what day I'll put it out. Hopefully it's before Thanksgiving. We'll see. Okay. Alright, I'm going to put out a romance card just because. But I probably should wait. A or B, people. C is going to be just for me. Oh, we got ABC already on the table. Okay. Angel gods and goddesses. What's the next one? A, B. A, B, and C. All right, and the angel answers. A, B, and C. Okay. For those of you that chose A, for this week, forgiving and learning is going to be very important for you guys. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So love will be attracted to you by you forgiving. the past and being grateful for the lessons that you have learned, the people that have been in your life in the past, no matter what. Because all of those people and all those experiences have taught you lessons that you wanted to learn in this life when you were incarnated. So be thankful for them and learn to forgive, because that is a very powerful energy, forgiveness, and it does attract better things into your life. Goddess of Strength, stand up for what you believe. You will gain respect by holding your ground. If you're having discussions with family members or relationships or people at work, stand up for what you believe, people. Don't let other people change your mind or the direction that you're going in, because it is important as well. It makes you strong to be able to believe in yourself and the things that you want and stand firm with that, because otherwise they tear you down too much, and you don't want to allow that. You do want to forgive, though, people that have hurt you in the past or experiences that have happened in the past, but now learn to stand up for yourself and for your beliefs. It's going to make you a stronger person. And for whatever you have asked for within the next few months, so whatever it is that you wished for or wanted to know an answer to, look for it within the next few months, or look for signs for that will appear within the next few weeks that will lead down to the situation. For those of you that chose B, they're asking you to free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So if you've allowed others to take away your power, or you feel that you're confined in the place that you are at the moment, whether it's work, home, relationships, friendships, family situations, just stand up. This little unicorn doesn't know that if he stands up, he'll be able to walk over this little barricade that he has around him, this little pin that he has created in his own mind. Just free yourself. It's only in your mind that you are confined or that you are without power. Take your power back. Walk away from whatever situation no longer makes you happy, so that you can allow something better to come into your life. Again, the god of underworld, something which no longer serves you is about to end. So this imprisonment that you may have, or this confinement, or this thinking in the box, where you don't give yourself room to breathe, is about to end for you. There's something that no longer serves a purpose in your life is going to end. So keep that in mind. Follow your intuitive guidance as to what that is. For each one of you, it'll be different. But also you're being asked to take action. Take action. Don't sit on your laurels anymore. Don't stay like the little unicorn looking around, wondering or wishing that you could be free of the situation that you're in. Take charge, because they're going to help you anyway to get free of this situation. But you need to take a little bit of action as well, and they'll be right there behind you. For those of you that chose C, and you shouldn't have because it was only for me, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So there are people in your life that need to either be removed, or you just need to stay away from people, certain people, certain situations. Maybe there's new people coming into your life that you need to watch out for. Pay attention to the red flags, because they will be there. They'll be like little pointers that will warn you. This could also be happening with family. Okay, angel of families. The angels surround both you and your family at the moment. So there may be some situations going on with your family that's been a little bit odd, or that's been a little bit negative, and the angels are asking you to pay attention to the red flags that are coming up with this situation with your family, because it's probably not healthy, and you need to step away from it and do not get involved in the drama and the stuff that's going on with it. Just step away from it and forgive and forget whatever's gone on. The angels are also asking you to trust your higher self, trust your guides, and trust whoever it is that you see as a ascended master, okay? Because they're right there with you at the moment, and they're helping you get past some of these difficulties that are happening in your life at the moment. And there's also a plan for your life. There's a better direction. You just have to trust and allow them to guide you, sort of like let go and let God. And if you make a plan and you work really hard towards it, don't let negative self-talk change your mind or make you go in another direction, because it is what you have worked for, it is what you have planned, and then continue with it. Sometimes you yourself can be your worst enemy as you get in your own way, and those carefully woven plans that the guides have helped you come up with, and your angels and your masters, your ascendant masters that are holding you by the hand and taking you. And then right when you're going to step over that threshold that's going to take you to what you desire, you change your mind and you say, oh no, I can't do it. You run into this fear, you run into this wall, you allow negative self-talk and thinking to stop you from achieving some of the greatest things that you can do in life. Remember, there's a plan for you. You are a being of light that's in a body here to experience things, but there's great things that you're supposed to do. It's why you incarnated in this time period. And you need to unite with others of light in order to achieve some of those dreams that you have planned for yourself and for the rest of us. Know that I love you, and I'm sending you lots of light from my heart to yours. Have a beautiful, wonderful Thanksgiving. That's all I'm wishing for each and every one of you. Thank you guys for listening to my channel and being a part of my beautiful family. Bye for now. I'll talk to you again soon.